I think there's a lot of things about psychology and corrections that is really valuable. One of the things about this unit that makes the work that we do so valuable is the pure intensity of it. We're essentially with these men for 40 hours a week, and so not only do we get a psychological formulation and be able to figure out what we're working with them, but we can actually see those problems play out in their day-to-day lives. How's your project working out? It's the way they interact with staff, the way they interact with each other. And so we have a lot more opportunities than what you would in most other settings to identify and therefore address problem behaviour. Important to get that quiet time, huh?
Yeah.
I don't think there's any job that I could ever have where I'm as confronted and frustrated and yet hopeful and enthusiastic all at the same time. We're working with patterns that these men have developed over their entire lifespan. And so these are things that aren't easy for them to accept or to work through, and as a professional it means that you need to have a lot of resilience and you need to have a lot of patience. You have to be really brave and willing to go to some really tough places with these men, but from a compassionate point of view. The majority of these men would tell you that they're not satisfied with where they are in life. They're not happy with the things that they're needing to face up to.
Yeah, if I'm going to make those big changes, I suppose I've got to start somewhere, and I think boundary pushing is a big,
I think there's a lot of things that make it really rewarding. For the men themselves, you get to see changes that they make. You also know that you're contributing to something much bigger than just the men themselves. So when we're helping the men change, it means that we're reducing risk for their family and for the communities that they return to. And that's really important. We know that these men are going to be released at some point in time. They're going to become someone's neighbour. They're going to become someone's partner again, and they're going to become a father. It's really important to me and to all of the psychologists that we're sending these men home in a state that means they're going to be a safer member of society, not just for themselves, but for the people that are around them. So you're learning that actually it's okay to sit with emotions. We don't have to act on them.
No, you don't.
When we have them.
And it's good to understand which ones you are feeling.
When I graduated, some of the best psychologists that I knew in the country were based in the Department of Corrections. And so I had an idea that I'd spend the first 1 to 2 years of my career in corrections absorbing all of the knowledge that I could. And 11 years later, I'm still here. And I think at the beginning that was about the training and the level of collegial support, which I think are unrivaled elsewhere. But very quickly it came to be about the clients that kept me here. I can tell you've had a pretty rough run lately. Yeah. What are the emotions coming up for you?
Oh, they're like more just sad ones, eh?
Yeah, working with these men is a real privilege because not only are you contributing to the change for them, but for the entire community and the families around them.